Hi there. So this video is all about how to take your Heilkunst Remedies. So you've received your remedies in the mail and you've gotten some packages like this and you've gotten some droppers like this. So with the droppers are just nice and gentle and they lap away at things. If you're a very sensitive person, it's nice to just start with droppers initially and you can hold off on the powders and see how you go with the droppers. So with the droppers, what you do is you just, this is called succussing. You succuss or hit them off the heel of your hand about 10 times. And then literally all you do is take one drop under the tongue. You don't need more than one drop, but it's okay if you take more than one drop. I've had very enthusiastic clients take a whole dropper full. It's just then they will go through their dropper very quickly. Now with the droppers, they're nice for things like I'll have a drainage dropper for you, which is a nice gentle cleanse. So if you do start to have any cleansing reactions like diarrhea, headaches, anything like that, that's the drainage dropper and you probably need to cut back on that. Maybe start with one drop a day with that one and then slowly work your way up to the 3 times a day. And it's really nice for, I'll give an anxiety dropper so that you can take it more frequently throughout the day. And generally I'll give emotional support as well in the droppers. So with the droppers, usually depends on the constitution. I treat primarily phosphorus constitutions. So phosphorus constitutions will work through the remedies really quickly. So after about 2 weeks or so, they will find they'll start forgetting about the droppers. And that's okay. You don't need to force yourself to take them. It just means that you're pretty much done with them. People will think that they're not done with them until they're finished all of the water in here. If you're literally only taking one drop, it's gonna take quite a while to get through this entire dropper bottle. And you will need different remedies or higher potencies before you get through the whole thing. So yeah, that's the droppers in a nutshell. If you're a very enthusiastic dropper taker and you take a whole dropper full, I'll often do that with my daughter if we're in the car and she gets car sick, and so I'll have our car sickness dropper and I'll just turn around and I'll spray a whole dropper bottle or whole dropper into her mouth, and that's okay because that's just one dose, so you can't really take too much of that. Yeah. So, and also one thing as well, if you feel I usually put about 3 times a day on the droppers. If you feel more drawn to a particular dropper and you want to take it more frequently, that's okay as well. And so like I said, once you're done with the droppers, you start to forget about them. You need new ones. Okay? So with the powders, you'll have these little packages and inside you have little presents. And so with these, they'll be numbered. So you'll have, a number 1, a number 2, and so you'll take those in order. And basically you'll start with number 1 and you'll just open it up and put it on your tongue. Don't put it in water. If I wanted it in water, I'd put it in a dropper form. So yeah, just put it directly on your tongue. You just don't want to have food in your mouth, but you don't really need to take it away from coffee and mint and all those things that you normally need to do with homeopathic remedies. With these, you don't need to. You just don't want to have food in your mouth at the time. And then that's that. And so if you're going to have a healing reaction, you'll have a healing reaction with the powders. So if you want to know about healing reactions, you can check that out here. All right. So that's taking your remedies in a nutshell. Have fun.